Hello and welcome to the AFA playoffs. We've got the National League Championship between number 1 ranked Baltimore, number 2 ranked Portland. We have got quite the exciting matchup for you guys here today. It's a very foggy night. There was a foot of snow that fell on the ground. Luckily, groundskeeping crews were able to get some of that put off. But earlier today, there was snowfall. And so over the course of the game, we'll see how the snow affects play. This one's for the rights to the Bloxy Bowl. This is about as big as it gets in the National League. And it's an interesting year, as this is the first year in the National League without Blazing, as he retired earlier this season. Now with a wide open National League, both of these teams are trying to capitalize and get their first conference title. Certainly going to be an interesting one. Baltimore to receive. And as you can hear, the crowd is going crazy here with a chance at another Bloxy Bowl. In Season 9, it was quite the shakeup of a season, as Baltimore made the Bloxy Bowl, winning the Liberty League versus Cincinnati, ultimately falling 79-25 to Montreal, the biggest deficit in a Bloxy Bowl to this point. Baltimore hoping to capitalize on recent momentum. Meanwhile, Portland, led by Ari, looking for his career playoff win in the AFA. Will success in the other Block 8 leagues translate to the AFA tonight? And we're off. Miles will receive. And he's short. He's brought down. I cannot speak today, ladies and gentlemen. The game starts with a short return. Miles with the first play gets over 10 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and short. Already a quick start to the game. First down, Baltimore. Setting the chain gang on their feet. It's Miles. Another good return. A tags redo underway. And that tip will get him to 3rd and short again. And he converts it. A really quick start to this national championship. The ball reaches up. Miles knocking on goal line territory. Tries to draw Ari offside. Ooh. Fell short on his own offsides attempt. And he stopped way short. That's going to bring up 3rd down. And he punches it in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Exactly 60-second drive. My apologies for the lackluster commentary today. For the extra point. And he draws him offsides. Now for the really easy 1 point. Here's Miles. Trying to draw him offsides again, maybe get an easy 2 point. That would swing momentum heavily in Miles' favor. Takes the easy points. That's going to bring Baltimore up 7-0 for the first touchdown of this championship game. Both teams are hungry. Portland started off the season 0-2-1, not winning a single game yet. Despite the winless season, however, they did make the 2nd seed, as they are really the only 2 contenders in the National League. No offense to Bonus, but he hasn't really played. Miles capping off a good season. Started around 3-1. The crowd is going wild here. Miles taking a second. And for the first time today, it'll be Portland football. Now to kick off. Here's Miles. Misses the ball. Let's try again. Double kicks it, and that's just barely a touchback. And we're going to have to take a second here. Ari's not ready. Both teams fighting for their first National League title. It's going to be a close one today. I can feel it. Both teams are very notable in the AFA. And he's off! Already got the first down. Past midfield. What a great start to his drive. Miles says already can tell what this is going to be. He's right. I believe that was offsides. That's the second time a player's gone offsides on themselves today. Or false start, I should say. Keyboard issues at Dynasty Bowl. That's not surprising. Gets good pickup. 2nd and 21. As I was going to say before that big run, both teams are known for their quick and efficient offenses, let's just say. But not really for their defenses. Baltimore and Portland have been involved in their fair share of shootouts. And that's going to bring up 4th and medium. Will he go for a field goal here? Fourth down. I'm not going to get voice chat, but the pressure's on. $15 seconds left in the first quarter. 25-yard attempt. He's probably going to fake it. And tries to fake him out. It's not going to work. We've had a long wait here. And he's got it. That tip benefited him. 1st and goal from the 2. From the 3. Gonna try to punch it in for a touchdown here. And he does! Portland's first touchdown of the night with 4 seconds left in the first quarter. Now he's going to attempt the extra point. He's in the blue. Get out of the blue, sir. Oh, and he's drawn off sides. Is he going to go for 1? Looks like he will. Both teams having the same kind of drives. Offsides on extra points by both teams. False starts by both teams. Very equal matchup. Ari's drive lasting 50 seconds and Miles' is lasting exactly a minute. My apologies. 56 seconds for Ari. So before the quarter ends, Miles is going to get another chance at the football. Expect a shootout here, ladies and gentlemen. Miles to receive. We'll turn down the crowd noise then. And that's going to be a touchback. Miles set up with the football again at the 25. Baltimore ball. Last play of the first quarter. Miles trying to draw him off sides. He punches up the middle. That's going to bring the second quarter to a start. We'll be right back. Quick break. We didn't really need it. Welcome to the second quarter. You're watching Con Sports, the National League Championship for the rights to the Biloxi Bowl. Number 1, Baltimore versus number 2, Portland. Miles has second and down. Whenever he's ready, he's going to take the snap. And I mean, what a season for Baltimore. This is season 9 reminiscent, for those who remember. When Baltimore had a dominant regular season campaign, but just quite couldn't get it done in the Biloxi Bowl. The closest they had to glory. And he's got the first down. Covered in all that snow. No doubt he's starting to feel the frostbite. Trying to draw him off sides again. Here's Miles, punches up the middle. Gets a good gain. That tip doesn't do much, though. Pause. Third down. Pushes through for the first. The tip of some help. Minute 28 left in the half. He's a little cold. Good gain. Second and goal. Miles is gonna take it in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Minute 17 left. Up 13-7. Fires back in this shootout. Pushes it in. Pushes it in with ease. (14-7). Baltimore leads. Minute 17 left. Hello? Okay. All right. Let's see if we can try to get this microphone situation up a little bit. We're going to turn down the crowd noise a little more. I know whoever's watching at home would love to hear the crowd noise. Now Ari with the chance to strike back. Good time left in the half. Now it's going to be Portland football for the second time tonight. He's ready. And the kick. Terrible. He's going to need a redo on that one. And the ball is moving again. Tough times for this Baltimore kicker. Well, it's snowing in the Bay. It may be cold, but the Seagulls are on fire. Ooh. Unlucky. Great start for Portland. They're going to have a easy shot here. First down. Gets a decent gain, spins. Gets tipped forwards. 3rd and short. He pushes through and he gets the first down. 1st and 10, 51 seconds remaining. Time is now rolling. Doesn't get too far, but with the tip, which he's benefited from tonight, he gets good distance. 38 seconds. Play clock. And that will take us to the 30-second warning. Third and short. Miles may have time here if he uses his timeouts. He'll try to chew a little clock there. Does not push through for the first. The tip does not count. Miles is going to have to get... Calls a play way late. 21 seconds. Baltimore with 2 timeouts. Converts for the first down. Baltimore still holding on to their 2 timeouts. That late timeout proven to be a crucial mistake so far. And he's trying to chew clock. He's not getting stopped yet. "12 seconds left. Baltimore with 1 timeout left. He's not in whatsoever. Baltimore 1 timeout left. 3rd down. And he's in! Touchdown! Ari striking right back. Nine seconds remaining. A little bit of an error with the scoreboard. Now, oh, he was drawn off sides. He's going to kick 1 point. And with that penalty, he's pushed forwards. You don't really need less distance on 1 points. AFA kickers are really good at their job. Hardly ever is a miss unless you hit it wide left like Ozuna. For the 1 point. And he crosses! That could be 2 from the 5. He likes for 2. He could take a 1 point lead here. Great decision by Portland. Here's for the extra point. Extra points, I should say. Try to draw him off sides again. Just to rub it in. And he's in. 15-14. A great play by Portland's coach. And the Pioneers are up 15-14 before the half. 9 seconds left. Baltimore with a timeout remaining. Pioneers with a 1-point advantage. Something that the Tigers could have used in the wild card earlier. To kick, here's Ari. Right down the middle. Will Miles choose to receive it? He will not in. Ari takes it down at the 5. Another great play by special teams. He's already going for the field goal? He has 9 seconds and a timeout, but it doesn't. And it's no good. He's going to return it. And how far can he take it? Oh, he's looking for distance. He's trying to find a gap. Pushing forwards. Can he do a kick 6? No. That's the half. I'm kind of confused about the decision to go for a field goal with 9 seconds left. Baltimore down 14-15. Pioneers take a lead with a great special teams play. 2-point conversion. And a field goal stop. It is halftime, though. It is literally halftime, though. The Pioneers formerly the Bulls, hold a record for the largest comeback ever in a game. 6-22 against the Bulls. But they're going to start off the second half with an onside, which is kind of a good idea, if you ask me. We're close to second half action here in Baltimore. Tricky situation for Baltimore. They're going to have to onside. Still only down by 1 point, but in the AFA, you never know. Both teams have the correct speeds. Whenever Ari's ready, it's when we kick off. Remember, when it crosses the 40-yard line, in order to make the correct rolling, we have to remove snow from this part of the field. Now, whenever they're ready, here's Miles. Here's the onside. Remember, once it crosses the 40, which is the line marked by the red, is when the team possesses it. First team to touch it or exit gets the ball. Baltimore, wishing on a star here. And it's... Oh! That's going to roll for a touchback. Portland's ball. Will it? Looks like they're calling a... Oh, right, because he did actually hit it here. Was not ready here, so they have to redo it. My bad. Now with great field position, a failed onside. Baltimore's under some pressure here to start the second half. Already to snap. Finally gets tipped back. Could have sworn he was getting tipped forwards throughout the first half. Both teams could be 3 minutes away. Less than 4 minutes away from a bowl. That's going to bring up third and short. Again, sorry for the misspeakings here. Gets the first down. Now already at first and goal. Minute 32 left, so not much time was taken off the clock. Or he just sends it straight down the middle. All game, it's been the safe offensive plays that just get Ari down the field reliably. We haven't seen much signature plays from each team, but so far it's been working for them. I mean, we haven't had a drive fail yet, other than Miles' field goal. Third and goal. Now a minute left in the third quarter. And he's in! 57 seconds left in the quarter. Touchdown, Portland. Now they're up by 7. And they're just laying it on Baltimore here. Now with the reference from the movie Safety. Check Famar. Check Famar. He's getting set. He's not ready. They're going to have to redo it. Kind of ditty, not gonna lie. The extra point to make it 8 points. Miles isn't gonna fall for it. I think he'd rather just let them have the point than risk any more penalties. Penalties. That's been the that's what's been killing Baltimore here. The reason why they're now up 8. The reason why Baltimore's down 8. The reason why Miles is going to have to pull off a bit of a comeback here. "57 seconds left in the quarter. We are now 2 minutes, 57 seconds from the Biloxi Bowl. Game-wise. The winner wins the National League. Miles' first possession of the half kicks off here. In the air. And it's up. That's going to be toss-up. Miles has it. He's going to return it to, let's say, about the 35. And he's going to take the snap, and Ari looks distracted. He did snap out of the hash marks. He went out of the hashes before the snap. Well, he snapped out of the hashes, which is... But still, it... Second down. He tried to argue that that play was legal because the hashes don't exist. But hashes do still apply in the AFA no matter what. Gonna take that for the first down. Needs 8 points here. About a decent gain. We're going to have to take a little bit of a break here. It has been quite an interesting season. Essentially polar opposites, let's just say. Third down. Because you have a team that went 3-1. The only loss being to a team that's now in the Final Four, the Jacks. And 9 seconds left in the quarter. Not quite in. Still going to need another play. But they're going to say he's in. So that's going to be a Baltimore touchdown. Now only down 2. Very needed. Will he just go for 1 or is he going to go for 2? He's going to try the Ari method. He wants to try to draw him off sides here so he can go for the 2 easier. Ari's not going to fall for it. That's his method. But he's just going to have to take the easy points here. Make it 22-21. Baltimore still trailing. Portland at a good position. They're going to have to onside here if they want an immediate lead. So the question here is Baltimore going for the onside? Or are they going to wait until the fourth quarter? Looks like he's going to be kicking it off. Portland getting the ball back with a 1-point lead. Let's say around 3 seconds in the third quarter. Oh, and he's going to onside it. Or maybe not. Yes, he will. Miles has the wrong speed. Already 0 for 1 on onsides. Tried one to start off the third quarter. Little element of surprise, but it did not work. And I can hear myself on the replay. Whoops. We have a great matchup here for you tonight. It's the #1 Seagulls. Back in the top spot, President Trophy champions. Versus the underdog. #2 ranked Portland Pioneers coming off a stunning 42-35 win over the Patriots. Seagulls with a great season so far. President's Trophy and Offensive Player of the Year after Blocks forfeited his season. And we'll be underway soon. This game has been a long time coming. This is possibly one of the final chances either of these teams have for a Bloxy Bowl. Ari already capitalizing on Blazing's hiatus last season when he won that miracle ring against Jamestown. Baltimore hoping to end the playoff win drought with their best chance to do so in a long time. Well, as we get ready for these teams to come out of the tunnel, let's take a look at some analytics. Baltimore is favored by 3 points. This is going to be a close one. Ari so far having Miles' number in the playoffs with a 27-29 win in this exact same game last season. Proving he is immune to home field advantage, but will it finally catch up to him this time? Kickoff is almost underway. The bowl is rocking. Both of these teams are 8 game minutes away from the Bloxy Bowl. Their opponent pending the Liberty playoffs. And we had to set up the stream quick here. Not much time to prepare, but that's all right. We've got quite the atmosphere. Portland chooses heads. We'll be right back after these messages. It is heads, sorry. We'll get Ozuna on in a bit. He'll provide some commentary as well. And despite the short notice, the AFA has come for this game. An exciting matchup between two Goliaths. First down. Already moving quick. Oh! That was insane. That might have been worth their save. Not there. Have to continue. He's got a first down and more. Moving efficiently, like Miles. Moving little Mahomey here. First and goal. Ari.
Ari is going to be short. At the 1 yard line.
Second and goal. Here's where he can punch it in.
Oh, now here's
Just offside, maybe. He's in for the touchdown. Portland strikes back with a great response. With a 1-point attempt.
The Seagulls knew where they were going.
Miles playing up close. The offside attempt will not work. Will he try again? Pushes in. And now it's a tie game at 7-7 in this National League Championship. 9 seconds left in the first quarter. That was a great game so far.
Already wasted all the time he was.
I cannot get in the broadcaster booth. Now I can. And from these teams, you've seen high offense, High amounts of offense, low amounts of defense. But Miles' skills are starting to maybe even out here. Ari with a great response though. Is that a sign of offensive improvement? Back to receiving 17-20. Let's see as Baltimore starts their second drive with 9 seconds in the first quarter. We'll pick up the crowd noise again at a later point in the game, but I cannot commentate right now. Here's the kickoff.
10, 30. 10, 20, 30. Someone definitely gave Miles a smelling salt. Anyways,
Kick
the
is
kickoff.
up, and it's looking like a touchback. Will it hit the camera? Just barely. Ooh. Doinks.
That was a very loud doink.
1st and 25. Another touchback. Possibly last play of the first quarter. Tries to draw him off sides. Hikes the ball. Goes right. Gets a few yards. That'll end this thing. Second quarter. We'll be right back after these messages. No ball again. That's how he rolls. Immediately charging forwards. Gets a good start. Buried in the snow. He's got the first down. Spins down almost immediately. He's probably put on a few pounds here. Minute 6 left. And he goes off sides. We've seen crucial mistakes from him all season, and that's the first of them in this game. Gets decent yards, but 2nd and 19, he's going to need to pick it up here. Time on his side, though. Gets buried in the snow. 3rd and long. Play clock winding down. Oh, that's going to bring up 4th down. 34 seconds left. He's going to need to use his fake field goal here. Both teams had their fake field goals. Miles opting to use one of his timeouts. Baltimore with 2 left. Ari with all 3. Clear some air here for Ari. And he goes off sides. That's one of the first fake field goal offsides attempts we've seen actually work this time. 4th and short. Ari needs to convert this. He's got it. 32 seconds left. One last play into the 30-second warning. He's Getting decent yardage here. It's hard to spot because he's always down in the snow. 30-second warning. Miles with 2 timeouts left. More than enough time to kick a field goal. He's going to try this go back and gets stopped. .25 seconds on the clock. Miles with 1 timeout left. 3rd and goal. Ari gets decent yardage. Now that's going to bring up 4th and goal. Miles calls another timeout. Needs a stop here. 22 seconds in the half. 4th and goal. Miles with enough time for a score now. Ari needs to respond. He gets it. 21 seconds left. Portland responds. As this game draws closer to halftime. Baltimore favored by 3 points, but this could be favoring Ari with how he deferred. As Portland ties it up, we'll have to see what Baltimore does with this final 21 seconds of the half. As is last time, Ari having no problem on offense in the Dynasty Bowl. Other than maybe that offsides. Watch out for Ari's miscues and Miles' stops. That's something he's going to need to overcome. Since that 27-29 fateful game last year, Miles has only improved from here. But Ari's gotten more consistent play. Now for the kickoff. Miles with his 3rd possession. A touchdown could happen here if he uses his time wisely. No timeouts on the clock left for Baltimore. All 3 for Portland. Here's the kickoff. Waiting to kick it. It's up and it's going to be short. Miles is going to receive it. He's going to take it about over 10 yards forwards. Remember, he cannot use any timeouts. He has none. Getting quick to set up. Miles has the 1st down. He can go for another play, then spike it for a field goal. Oh, he's going for the field goal now. Baltimore with a chance to take a lead. From 40 yards. It's up and it's good. Baltimore takes another lead. But that was a practice. My fault. I'm sorry, that was a practice. Here's the actual kick from 40. Miles gonna set the ball. Portland could go by... Oh, he's probably going for a fake. He needs these yards. Won't budge. It's up and it's gonna be... short! Welcome to the AFA pregame, maybe halftime report, because we've already had half a game here. 14-17, Baltimore leads, Portland does receive. It's a great day for football in Baltimore. Welcome to Monday night in Block 8. As you can hear, the crowd is going wild. Both players now in attendance. So is Ozuna, our co-commentator throughout the game. And really, it's been a close one so far. Portland, known for their miscues all season, sort of a regression, have gotten back to playoff form. Baltimore staying consistent. Both teams had a weird exchange of missed field goals. Baltimore not using time, 7 seconds left. They decide to kick a field goal, way short. 3 seconds left. Ari kicks an 80-yarder, immediately blocked. 1 second. Baltimore gets one final chance and they score. That's why they're up by 3. But Portland does get the ball after halftime. And unless Miles can get a stop, which he has done before coming out of halftime versus Ari, but sort of unlikely, Portland could take a lead, and Miles is going to have to adjust to that with his offense. But Baltimore is, as we speak, the offensive player of the year, led by Miles. So there's never been a doubt in the AFA community's mind that he can come back and win Baltimore's first playoff game in 9 seasons. It's been a long time coming here in Baltimore. 9 seasons of despair, usually 1 seed, 2 seed. And I went back in the records, and Baltimore, most of the time, they're the 1 seed or 2 seed in the conference. Not too far behind Montreal in that aspect. They're basically, if Montreal were the kings of the National League, they were the princes. Just doing a advertisement for myself. It is a loud stadium. I'll turn it on later, but Baltimore is rocking. They're ready. Baltimore looking to break the playoff win drought, first over Cincinnati, both of them getting their last win in Season 9. That's a great time to bring up this graphic. Wrong one. They're going the distance. They've got great regular seasons with poor playoff performances. We'll bring it back up later in the fourth quarter. I think that's just interesting to look at. We'll bring it back so you can look at it later. But Ari is basically the opposite of Miles. He's had poor regular season performances and usually strong playoff performances. It is the National League Championship. He is wrong in that aspect, unfortunately. Well, Ari, he's AFK, but he's one of the stars of the show. And we've been talking about Miles a lot. Let's talk about Ari. Number 2 seed in the National League. The defending AFA champion. I mean, how much better does it get for hype? 2 rivals. They've already played each other last year. The underdog came out on top and won the whole thing. Can the National League get another title? Can Miles squeak by before Blazing returns? This year is basically a milestone in AFA history. We've got, well, the winner of this game most likely is going to face one of the top 2 defenses in the league. And the second and third top defense in AFA history. Rochester at number 2 and Jamestown at number 3. And both of these teams have terrific offenses. Both of them have Offensive Player of the Year from the last 2 seasons. So it's going to be interesting to see how the best offenses fare against the best defenses, unless Cincinnati makes it, which would be very interesting. We are 4 minutes away from kickoff. This is going to be a great one, folks. We have 4 minutes of National League football left before we can crown a champion of the Blazing Trophy, before we can crown a champion of the National League, and before we can send someone to Portland. Will it be Ari returning home to catch his 2nd title in a row, or will it be Baltimore looking to erase that playoff misery and get one for Baltimore? Coming up shortly. We'll be right back after these messages. Welcome back. We're a short time away from kickoff, only 2 minutes before these players are going to get ready. And I have to correct a mistake I made earlier. Baltimore is only favored by 1 point, meaning this game is almost essentially a toss-up, and that's what we've seen from these teams. All these games turn into toss-ups because despite the poor records, despite the strong records, both of these teams are equals to each other. Except for maybe Baltimore's defensive advantage now and Portland's offensive advantage last season. We'll see how that translates as the second half goes on. Remember, what we've seen in the first half can translate into second half performance, but it could also completely disappear. Ari only having one real miscue. Miles being almost perfect other than that fake field goal. Meaning that both teams are basically almost giving it their all. And in a bit, we'll be ready with second half kickoff. Presented by Cons. Made to order. And we will be right back again with kickoff. Well, Baltimore has elected to go for an onside. If they get possession, this could be crucial. Baltimore could go up by 2 scores. They're already up 14-17. Once Ari comes back, it's going to be a huge moment for this game. This determines who gets momentum. Portland can start off with great field position. And Baltimore could start up by 2 scores, forcing Ari for a comeback, drastically improving the Seagulls' odds of their first National League title and second conference title in 9 years. The fans are ready. Ari not quite ready. He has to rejoin. Miles sure is ready for this. And, you know, this is quite the swing we've seen. If Miles gets this, he goes up. Very unlikely he could stop by Ari, but Ari's going to need to lock in on this onside. Miles could go for a touchdown, make that 14-24. And as we've seen in the last game that these two have played, you cannot and shouldn't be down by more than 7 to Miles, because he will make you pay for it. But Ari, with a great offense, last year's Offensive Player of the Year. This exact situation happened last year during the National League Championship Season 17. Fans getting riled up. Miles went for an onside kick, and Ari did recover it. And this game is almost played out exactly like, except for the field goal trading and that 2-point conversion last year that swung the game on its head. It's almost played exactly the same. And that's sort of what you expect out of these teams. Equal opponents, equal play. Well, let's get this second half underway. Very shortly, Miles is going to kick it. Once it crosses the 40, once it gets to Ari's side, it'll determine who has possession. Ari needs to get this unless he can get a stop. Miles with advantage. Ari with advantage, sorry. Baltimore favored by 1 point. but this could swing if he fails the onside. And it could swing drastically in his direction if he gets the onside. EFA has had a little bit of a dip in onsides this year compared to last year. It's through, and does he have it? Miles might have got it. Miles has it. Oh my Lord. To start off the second half, Baltimore recovers. This is insane. You didn't think that Miles would have gotten this, but he did. That's possibly one of the cleanest onsides we've seen all year. Momentum now heavily in Baltimore's direction to start this second half. Could go up by 2 scores. Ari's defense gonna have to do the heavy lifting here. Miles, first down with so much momentum. You can feel the excitement here. Miles trying to draw Ari off sides. Goes to the right. And Ari's missing. First down. Wow. Already first and goal. This could be the quickest drive of the game. Miles with the same play, but Ari cannot stop it in 2 plays. That's a touchdown for Baltimore. They go up by 2 scores early to start this thing. What an unexpected swing. Minute 46 left in the quarter. And already Baltimore up by 2 scores. Portland special teams usually performing well, but they could not get it done that time. Miles with huge momentum. And that's... If I'm Ari, I am as quick as I can be on this next touchdown drive. Get the ball back to Miles quick. And you know that he's going to score quick. And then you charge down the field as fast as you can. And with time left in the game, in the 4th quarter, you can go for an onside there. Or even better yet, on the next drive, stop Miles. Ari in a very tough situation here. Miles having the game of a lifetime. The crowd is feeling it. The fans are feeling it. And Ari's starting to feel it. The Bay knows they're up by 10 points. Now for the kickoff. 14-24, Baltimore leads. Ari down by 10, gonna need another pioneer prayer here. He does have 3 minutes 46 seconds left in the game, but he cannot onside until the 4th quarter. The kick is up and it's able to be received. Ari gets good yardage out of that. Special teams starting to pick up the slack. We're going to see how this goes. 1st and 25, Ari. He pushes through. A little bit of a late hit helps him there. He has to be quick too. 2nd down. He's already pushed through for a first. A counter to Miles' strong drive. 1st and 25, near the red zone. Stop quick. Tip rule brings him back. He's got the first down. Now he's on the goal line. Can he punch it in? Minute left in this 3rd quarter. And he does. 57 seconds left. Portland respond very quick. Now down by 4. Gonna need this 1 point here. What an exciting second half so far. The conversion is... He's going to try drum off sides. 2 points would help massively here. His 2-point conversion in the last time they met in the championship really helped them out, and he gets it. High scoring already. Let's hope it stays this way. Baltimore gets the ball up 3. Ari cannot... cannot go for an onside here, although I'm sure everyone wishes they would. Baltimore inching closer and closer to their first playoff win in 9 seasons in their first Bloxy Bowl since that 79-25 humiliation at the hands of Montreal. Gunna is shocked by this turn of events. Now for the ensuing kickoff. Ari will kick it. Let's see if he's going to try to squib it to give Miles better field position so he can get off the field quicker, or if he's going to try to pin it deep to maybe further the chances of a Miles stop. But either way, you're going to be able to go for an onside in this game. That's undeniable. Because this is not like the Troll Bowl. Miles, his offense cannot waste 2 minutes and 57 seconds of clock. But I'm sure Miles is going to try, now that I've said it. Having a little bit of a timeout here, not sure what's going on. We'll be right back with commercials really quick. We're already back. Not even too long. Maybe? Miles already starting to prepare. Maybe he didn't expect to win a playoff game. That's going to roll back for a touchback. Baltimore starts at the 25. Getting off with decent field position here. 57 seconds left in the quarter. Ari lacking on defense. Baltimore already getting 15 yards to start off. But the offsides attempts have not worked today. Oh, tip roll brings him back. That's going to be third down. But he pushes through for the first down after Ari's slow. First down already getting near the red zone. Here's Miles. Gets a good gain. He gets through. He will not get the first down. The ball placement brings him upwards. First and goal. He punches it in again. 24 seconds left in the third quarter. Baltimore go up by 9 again. Now up to a 30-burger against his arch nemesis. Ari lacking on defense. So many miscues on defense. And now he's up by 10 again. Ari does get the ball with a lot of time left, though. 24 seconds left in this third quarter. Baltimore with really quick responses so far. What an exciting start to this half. And Ari is going to need to pull some tricks out of the bag here, which he has done before. Can the signature man get it done? Here's the kickoff. In a second, Miles will send it away to Ari. Here we go. Maybe he'll try to kick this one out of bounds. Let's keep an eye on the sideline. That will not go to the sideline. He can receive it again. Ari gets down immediately, but gets good yardage. Almost to midfield. At least he's avoiding punt range this time. First and 10, 25. Ari gets a good run. Mainly we've seen up the middle from these teams. As he goes to the left and gets the first down quick. What is Miles saying on the sideline? And we're approaching the end of the third quarter. Will he try to draw him off sides? It will not work. Crowd momentum picking up. The phase helps him up. Can he run one more play? Will he run one more play? He will. And as the crowd picks up, we've got an exciting cliffhanger for you. We will be right back. Welcome back. Ari's facing an inches situation. He's got to go in quick. Now he can onside after this drive. He does have a fake field goal left. Now in the red zone, Ari, whenever he's ready, we'll get things going. He punches through quick, gets good yards. Already can punch it in here. First and goal, Ari. Minute 55, and he is in to shorten the lead yet again. 27-31. Ari not giving up quite yet. He is in, spins down. Now only down by 3. An onside would shift momentum massively, like Miles got earlier. So he will go for the onside. This has potential to shift the game completely. Both teams have offense. The speeds are correct. Here is the onside. Ari going to try to kick it back to himself. Miles gets it. Will Miles try to receive it? Or run it? He gets it. Ari having a little bit more time, but still, he's going to be down by 10 if he can't get a stop on this Baltimore defense. He can try to waste time now. Ari does still have 3 timeouts. Miles has a fake field goal. Minute 55 left from their first National League title. Miles is off. Getting good leads off of Ari. Defense cannot catch him. He punches it through almost immediately. 2-play drive. His second of the half. Baltimore back up by 9. No matter what Ari does, he responds. Miles for the 1 point. Ari needs a stop desperately here. Doesn't even try here. Baltimore back up by 10. This is essentially Portland's last gasp. Everything has gone his way except for the onsides. And Miles will kick it off to Ari. Minute 38 left. "98 seconds until the Bloxy Bowl. Baltimore up by 10. A minute away from glory. Ari needs a miracle. Stay tuned because it's going to get intense. A great kick. That's going to be down to the 3 or the 4. exactly what Ari didn't need here, or did want. Needs to start off quick. Gets a good run for a first down. Already out of punt range, almost. Almost out of punt range. Let's not jinx anything. Ari going super quick. Playing no huddle offense. Second down, Ari. Ari gets another first down. Is it phase or is Miles just not ready for this attacking offense? First and 25. Crowd now picking up. Ari cannot be wasting time here. Another phase and another spin. He needs to hurry up. He's got another first down. And it is a first down. Almost a minute left in this game. Second and goal. Here's his chance to punch it in. He's got to get up quick. He's in. 57 seconds left. Responds again. And now for the oh, he's going for a 2-point. He's going for a 2-point. What is going on here? Will he try to draw him off sides? I'm not sure if this decision is smart. Anyways. Oh, and he's in! Oh my God! Holy mother of pearl! Can you believe this? He gets the 2-point. Now, only down by 2. This is unbelievable. 36-38, and there's still 57 seconds left. Ari can go for another onside. He's going to have to lock in on special teams and defense, though. Game of the year, possibly. Here's the onside. Here we go. Miles adjusting. No, he's doing the right thing and clearing up that snow. Thank you, Miles. Now here's the onside kick. Who got that? We'll go into official review. Both of them are saying it's theirs. We'll be right back after these messages. And after the review, it's looking like Miles' ball here. It is Miles' ball. Now, if you check the clip, let's go into Discord. Here is the deciding moment. Here is the ball. If you can follow the cursor. This is Ari. This is Miles. Wait a second. Yeah, I know he's got that. Now it's first down for Baltimore. That's not even remotely correct. He gained possession before it was even axed. That's just plain lying. Miles first down. Trying to waste this. Oh, he calls a timeout. Are using 2 of his 3 timeouts. Pushes through for the first down. First and goal, Baltimore. He's almost there. Oh! Was he tipped in? Not quite. He's going to try the Frankie Louvu method. And that'll take us to the 30-second warning. It's looking less and less likely for Ari here. Third and goal. $20 seconds left. Or 18. That would be a delay of game if it really ran down that long. It's 4th and goal. Well, he already kneeled the clock. And over 12 seconds ran. Fourth down. He did kneel 3 times. He's going to have to go back. 4th and goal? He is in for the touchdown. Miles with infuriating clockwork. What a game it's been so far. That conversion is so important. Ari, to save his season, is going to have to get a miracle touchdown and a 3-point, which hasn't been attempted in quite a while. It hasn't been successful in a long while. Now down by 9, Ari. Now, there is a way that he can come back and go for overtime without having to do all this. On first down, he kicks a long field goal. He gets it. Then he onside, kicks another long field goal. He gets it. Then he onside, kicks a field goal straight into overtime. That's definitely the time-saving option, but that's not quite the smartest because there's a maybe 0.1% chance you get that. Now here's a kickoff. Miles still way in front. Ari with a very low chance of winning, but he's still going to try. Another amazing kick. Again. And now any chance he had is really almost gone. I'll do a countdown live with you. Is he just going to go for a field goal, or is he going to try to 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. At 3 seconds, he calls a field goal. The final play of the game. Here we go, the final play of regulation, possibly a Portland season. This is that last gasp, that pioneer prayer, a Maryland miracle. Any word I can think of that's not quite offsides. He was trying to help him. He's definitely going to fake it. Now, here we go. For Baltimore's first playoff win and first Bloxy Bowl appearance. He kicks it. And that ends the game. Unbelievable game. Unbelievable start. Unbelievable finish. Baltimore. Baltimore, despite how that kick went, is now the National League champion. Revenge against Portland. Scoring 45 points in an insane championship game. Going up by 10 early in the third quarter. This is game of the year. And so we have it. So Baltimore will win the National League and represent the NL in the Bloxy Bowl. Ari with a heartbreaking loss. Wow. It doesn't get much better than this. That's all for Con Sports. 36-45, Baltimore, your final. What a terrific game it's been. So long from the Bay. We'll see you for the Liberty Wild Card.